2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our first-round coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Hello, everyone. Thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. Oh, this championship's got so much history, so much prestige, and I can't wait to see who wins it this year. We head down to the first hole. Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Second shot here on the first.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Getting off to a great start at this event.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He's currently in a share of sixth. Marigot Cove is full of so many superb golf holes, and the first one that really hits you between the eyes is the par 3 second.
I have to say, what a spectacular hole this is, but as beautiful it is, it's equally as difficult. Anytime the pin's over on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. Just bail out to the left-hand side and just enjoy the view from there.
A bit long on that one. Putting for a par now. And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Well, I'm down on the fourth, and this is Tony Finau.
Whew. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Marigot Cove has a stunning collection of holes. The par 5 third is right up there with the very best of them.
This hole screams, keep me on the ground for as long as possible. Because once you get this thing on the ground, it is going to run forever, Luke. Driver off the tee box, try and chase it down that hill as best you can. Second shot, again, keep something low, keep something on the ground. Let the contour of the fairway help take your golf ball towards the green. Get this thing as close as you can in two, and just a little pitch shot to not much acreage up there. What a wonderful hole.
Well, Rich, when she exploded onto the scene as a precocious young teenager, winning early, dominating the women's game. New Zealand had a bright young star in Lydia Ko, and it's only continued to shine right throughout her career. She's a lot to marvel at, isn't she?
She is, and it never ceases to amaze me, Luke, how players at such a young age have so much success, and then they taper off a little bit. Not fall away, but they taper off, and the game doesn't quite go the way it's always gone their entire life. They struggle. But then when they do come back, it's like they're even better than what they were before. And I think that's what you see in Lydia. You know, she came out and a wunderkind, was winning everything at a young age, amateur, then professional. And
yeah,
then
she exploded onto the scene.
She exploded, and then there was just a little bit of a drop-off, you know, and a little bit of confidence got shaken, which, like, how did that happen? She's the most confident person out there. She's beating everybody. And then all of a sudden she fails, and, you know, kind of changes things up a little bit, you know, knocks the dirt off and gets right back on that horse and starts winning again. I'm always fascinated by that, because when you lose your confidence as a golfer, it's so hard to get it back, because sometimes what happened to you is the death of you. You're just like, I can't shake, you know, whatever got into my brain or into my swing. I can't quite shake that, and I can't forget about it. And she's done so seamlessly. Hats off to her. I love watching her game. I love watching her play. But I'm more fascinated by the fact that she's come back stronger, I believe, than she was when she first came out.
And back to the play, shall we? Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, I think not a lot of movement, but if any, can move a little bit to the left.
Oh, what a putt. And he moves to 5 under par. And it's a one-stroke par five for our leader over the field. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par four. That's some good golf right there. Let's check in with Lydia Cove from earlier.
Second shot.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Just one stroke off the lead. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, so close. Well judged. Yep, well done. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 7th hole at Marigot Cove is a shortish par 3, but there's work to be done.
A little bit of a plateau green on the left-hand side, and then there's also a sharp runoff from the center of the green all the way down to the right-hand side. When it's on that plateau on the left-hand side, if you miss it left or you miss it long, you've got bogey or double bogey written all over it. When it's on the right-hand side, though, what a great opportunity to hit it in there close, make yourself a deuce.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
This is another par 5 where height is not necessarily required to get it home in 2. Try and ease it down the right-hand side as best you can, and from there, you got a very unique shaped green that may not require or necessitate you going for it in 2. A Redan-style green going from right to left, around a bunker, placed on the left-hand side of the green. This hole is outstanding.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
Well, that's what the doctor ordered. Move into top spot on the leaderboard. Well, there's some real momentum with this player, coming off an eagle at the last. Oh, that was mashed. Let's head over to the 11th. Tony Finau steadying himself over the ball. Could it be? Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Oh, that would have been nice to make. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And as we make the turn, Rich, he's playing very nicely out in front.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. How close was that to going down? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Even for the day. Woo, back there, horsey. Oh, that's working its way up to the cup. This might turn out all right. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5.
Stonking drive there.
Standing over his second shot.
One extra club required to this elevated green.
Opting for the 5-wood. Yeah, that one will play. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot.
This one's looking good.
For eagle. And now he'll move to 10 under for the tournament. Here we are at the par 3 12th hole. Opting for the 5-iron. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Well, guys, I'm down here on the 14th, and this is Tony Finau. This one might just go in the hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Setting up here with a very long putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
Started this one on a pretty good line. This has got some intent. Wow, what a putt.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Well, there he is, Rich, the lovable Tony Finau. He really is a fan favourite, and once again, he shows us why.
You know, what you don't see sometimes about Tony Finau is how intense of a competitor he truly is. You know, he might be all smiles out there on the golf course, walking around, looks like he's enjoying himself, which he is, but deep down, he wants to bury you. And not just bury you a little bit. He wants to take out that shovel and just keep on digging, baby. He is really one of these competitors out there that you don't see it, but you know that, oh, no, Tony Finau, I got to go up against that guy. Ooh, you know, and you smiles at you and wait, you know, but, yeah, no, he's a heck of a competitor.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey, guys, we are down here checking in with the Canadian Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 18th.
Whew, had a fair bit of pace on that one. Second shot here on the 14th. A look to get to 13 under par. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
It's just about 3 feet away. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Ooh, bold play here. Going with the Chief off the tee. Oh, that ball should run a fair way. That hit the downslope. It's hunting.
John, give us a small update.
I'm over on the 17th now, guys. This is Tony Finau's next shot.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? One win is good, but 2 wins would be great. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He's currently sitting in first place. The 16th hole at Marigot Cove, Rich, might be the hardest par 3 on earth.
Luke, this could be the hardest par 3 I've ever seen. this could be one of the only par threes that I know of that you actually should look at laying it up short of this green, because if you try and find the green and you miss it just a skosh out to the right, you could be down there for quite some time. A 60-yard runoff out to the right-hand side from there. What an interesting design this is.
Our featured player leads by 5 strokes as we head to the next hole. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 17th. Choosing the 9-iron here. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, that's a nice looking roll. Come on. Wow, what a putt.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. An elevated tee shot to finish up your round here at Marigot Cove. And I just think, as a person who likes to draw the ball, I just want to aim over that big rocky outcrop on the right.
As long as you catch it square in the screws, you can go ahead and do that. Anything coming up shy will catch that rocky terrain and go hasta la bye-bye. Second shot will be down the hill to a deceiving green that's got some runoff areas, short of the green and also long left.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. John, what's the line on this putt?
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
And this opportunity here to close out the day with a putt. Road. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back for the second round action of the Northern Shore Open. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. Thrilled to have you back here with us on 2K Sports. And Rich, we dig into this second round action, and our featured player is at the head of the field.
He's got a one-stroke lead heading into this round, and it'll be fun to watch to see if he can't hold off the nerves and the rest of the pack to claim victory.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today.
Pretty good shot there.
This is his second shot.
Oh, this is looking long.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Get in. Wonderful shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
He'll like the look good where he's standing on this leaderboard. We have a par 3 on this one.
Well, as stunning as the views are, so is the difficulty of this par 3. A long par 3, not much green to work with there, but I'm telling you what, the beauty alone of this hole is worth its weight in gold.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Starting this one out on a pretty big line. That one skated by the edge of the hole.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
He's currently in first place. Here we have a par 5.
Sometimes people say, tee it high and let it fly. Not here. No way. No, sir. Tee this thing down low and chase it out there. Use the contour of the fairway to get the distance required to hopefully knock this thing on in 2. Second shot, aim out to the left. Again, keep this thing low on the ground and moving. Get it up there just shy of the green. A little pitch shot from there, and you find yourself a nice little birdie.
Club up. I like this play.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, good look at a birdie here. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Love the short par 4s, Rich. Always an opportunity.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Coming up from the bunker. Oh, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. What an opportunity to make a birdie. That's signaling your intent. Go and get amongst it early.
Game face on early here, Luke.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Stay on the cut stuff.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
Second shot here on the 5th. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. And he's down there. You got a read?
Oh, this is going hard left.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Awesome stuff.
And he's setting this one up from almost the same spot as yesterday on this hole.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today. This one headed left.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Hole 7, and it's a par 3.
Plateau on the left-hand side of this green that runs into a low area over on the right-hand side. When the pin's on the left, do not miss it long nor left. You're begging to make bogey, more than likely worse. Anything on the right-hand side, though, start licking your chops, my friend. You're thinking 2 all day long.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Looking at a par 5 here.
There's another par 5 where height is not necessarily required to get it home in 2. Try and ease it down the right-hand side as best you can, and from there, you got a very unique shaped green that may not require or necessitate you going for it in 2. A Redan-style green going from right to left around a bunker placed on the left-hand side of the green. This hole is outstanding.
Putting for eagle here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Boy, this has caught the downslope. This could get a few extra yards.
Quality shot, that one. This is the 2nd shot here on the 9th hole. Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. 19 feet to the cup.
Starting this one way out to the right. Let's see if it turns.
And this one is for his par. There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. On the 11th tee now, a par 5. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Looking for another birdie here.
And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. They've arrived at the 12th, a par 3. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's going right. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt. And as we look at the leaderboard, he now has a 3-shot advantage. The 13th hole is a par 4.
This one caught a good little bounce off that downslope. Could chase out a little more.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
You love watching people play the game when it's like this. It looks so easy.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
That dog will hunt.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, this one, it's long range. 220 big yards.
Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. How close was that to going down? Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This for a birdie.
Just a short putt remaining here. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. We have a par 5 at this one. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the 15th. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Okay, starting out to the left. This one's going to swing back.
Good effort from there.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. It's a tough one to swallow. A 3-putt par in the end. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3.
Give me a layup number, please. I am not trying to find this green in regulation. I'm trying to lay it up and have a short little pitch shot for my second. Because if I take on this green and I miss it a little right, well, then I'm going to have a 60-yard pitch shot straight up the hill for my next shot. No, thank you. Give me a 4, and I'm happy to go on from there.
That's a well-played chip shot there. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
Ideally, you'd like to challenge the end of this fairway as best possible and leave yourself as short a second shot as you can possibly get into this green that sits across the water from you. Anything left short of that fairway bunker is going to leave a long iron to a small target.
Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. And he's down there. You got a read?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Oh, the long-range bomb. Is there anything better in the game? Moments like that deserve another look.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And as we check the standings, it's a big 5-stroke advantage for our leader. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th.
Semi-blind tee shot, especially anything going out to the right-hand side. More fairway out there than you can see, but you better fly it a good distance. From there, downhill to a very inviting-looking green. However, with lots of runoff area, it can be quite deceitful.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And finishing up with a par here today. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Our third round coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Rich, this player's been playing some impressive golf. They've got the lead. They're where they want to be, but what should be their mindset going into this round?
Well, hopefully it's not on the chasing pack, because the chasing pack is filled with some big names. So they're going to have to really bear down, focus on the task at hand. They've got to sit there and keep their emotions to themselves and not get wrapped up in everybody else around them.
Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the first hole.
That is absolutely spot on.
Beautiful swing there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. He has this putt to save his par. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Par putt coming up here. Okay, let's head to the next. Currently in first position. Onto the par 5 third.
This hole screams, keep me on the ground for as long as possible. Because once you get this thing on the ground, it is going to run forever, Luke. Driver off the tee box. Try and chase it down that hill as best you can. Second shot. Again, keep something low. Keep something on the ground. Let the contour of the fairway help take your golf ball towards the green. Get this thing as close as you can in two. And just a little pitch shot to not much acreage up there. What a wonderful hole.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
He's got this one for birdie.
He sits in first position.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Wow, Rich, that's impressive.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
No harm done. Nestled it up close.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Let's go to hole number 5. And it's a par 4.
Ooh, could be in trouble. Needs to hold that fairway.
Okay, this one's going to probably just catch the first cut, I think. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
It's a little wayward.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4. That's not the one he wanted. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up. Yeah, this is lovely.
This would be a great up and down. Well, you like the look of those hands. It was pretty straightforward. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
A little bit of a plateau green on the left-hand side, and then there's also a sharp runoff from the center of the green all the way down to the right-hand side. When it's on that plateau on the left-hand side, if you miss it left or you miss it long, you've got bogey or double bogey written all over it. When it's on the right-hand side, though, what a great opportunity to hit it in there close, make yourself a deuce.
He's currently tied for first. On the tee now, the par 5 8th hole.
There's another par 5 where height is not necessarily required to get it home in 2. Try and ease it down the right-hand side as best you can, and from there, you've got a very unique shaped green that may not require or necessitate you going for it in 2. A Redan-style green going from right to left, around a bunker, placed on the left-hand side of the green. This hole is outstanding.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one is breaking left to right.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Oh, this needs to hold on to the fairway.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Oh, that's wide. That's a shame. That's out of bounds out there. Here is his 4th. He shares top spot.
This looks like it's heading right.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. Hole number 10 is a par 3.
Now playing with 13 clubs after that bad hole at the previous. This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
I'm going to go with 34 feet or so to the cup.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. this shot from around 210 yards.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Going with the hybrid.
It looks so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
He's hit a good one, and that should help him save his par. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the par 3 12th hole. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Yeah, nicely played. And he's down there. You got a read?
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand side. Whew.
And that should secure the par on this one. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit. I didn't see that outcome from that lie. That was great work.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Our leader is currently out by 4 strokes as we check the standings. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th. Well, that's a fortunate bounce off the downslope. Might get plenty of roll out of this one. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
How good was that putt? He's going along quite nicely in second place. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
Nothing quite like an eagle at the last. Almost as good as a shrimp on the bobby.
Oh, this one might be heading towards the rough.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Nicely done. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Has started this one out on a pretty good line. Just a short putt remaining here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 16th is a par 3.
Give me a layup number, please. I am not trying to find this green in regulation. I'm trying to lay it up and have a short little pitch shot for my second. Because if I take on this green and I miss it a little right, well, then I'm going to have a 60-yard pitch shot straight up the hill for my next shot. No, thank you. Give me a 4, and I'm happy to go on from there.
Yep, that works. Nicely done.
Putting for par. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Ideally, you want to challenge that bunker. You want to challenge the end of the fairway because you want as short of a second shot as possible into this minuscule green. Anything left shy of that bunker is going to leave a mid to long iron. No, thank you.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
It looks like this one will move left to right.
What a putt that was. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4.
Semi-blind tee shot, especially anything going out to the right-hand side. More fairway out there than you can see, but you better fly it a good distance. From there, downhill to a very inviting-looking green. However, with lots of runoff area, it can be quite deceitful. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. And another round safely in the books. Well, that was certainly a tale of two nines, Rich, and well done for this player to fight through a sloppy start.
Well, that's what they had to do after that opening 9. It wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9. Hopefully, a better day ahead.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the Northern Shore Open. The final round starts now. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam, and it's great to have you with us. As we begin our day, our featured player is tied first place. Let's see how he deals with the pressure. We're going down to the first hole now. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. And that's going to set the tone for the day. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's a little tricky to see. It's not a straight putt. There is a bit of right-hand movement at the end.
And that makes him tied for first. And now standing on the second, it's a par 3.
I have to say, what a spectacular hole this is, but as beautiful it is, it's equally as difficult. Anytime the pin's over on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. Just bail out to the left-hand side and just enjoy the view from there.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Sometimes people say, tee it high and let it fly. Not here. No way. No, sir. Tee this thing down low and chase it out there. Use the contour of the fairway to get the distance required to hopefully knock this thing on in 2. Second shot, aim out to the left. Again, keep this thing low on the ground and moving. Get it up there just shy of the green, a little pitch shot from there, and you find yourself a nice little birdie.
He is taking this on.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And he's now the solo leader in this event. Here we are at the 4th hole.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
Great rhythm on that swing. He's setting up for his second shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Oh, that one just missed the hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
To par 4, the 5th hole.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. And he's down there. You got to read.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
And he's done it. He's holed it. And that means he extends his lead.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3.
Could not be more perfect.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
Needs this one to kick right. An opportunity for a birdie here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one is clocking in around 43 feet.
Well, never mind. Go and make a par on the next. Job done. Let's head to the next. Still in the lead now after that hole. As we move to the 7th, it's a par 3.
Plateau on the left-hand side of this green that runs into a low area over on the right-hand side. When the pin's on the left, do not miss it long nor left. You're begging to make bogey, more than likely worse. Anything on the right-hand side, though, start licking your chops, my friend. You're thinking 2 all day long.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Now 2 shots up after that one. Welcome to the par 5 8th hole.
This is another par 5 where height is not necessarily required to get it home in 2. Try and ease it down the right-hand side as best you can. And from there, you got a very unique shaped green that may not require or necessitate you going for it in 2. A Redan-style green going from right to left around a bunker placed on the left-hand side of the green. This hole is outstanding.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. 11 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
It was looking good already, but after hitting the downslope, it's looking extra good.
From around 140 yards here. That got a little out of control, I think.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This is a par putt. And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
That's inside the range. What a shot. And now that finds him in first place. Now with the honour on a par 5. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. Always think about taking one more club when playing to an elevated green. That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. How about this line? A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
We've arrived at the 12th, a par 3. Going with the 5-iron here. Yeah, that was a safe play. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
How good is that putt? And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. Oh, that looks like it caught the downslope there. That one's going to run a long way. His second shot here. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Asking this one to come a long way from the right side. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And as we move on to the next, our featured player leads by 4. Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5.
It was looking good already, but after that nice big bounce, it's looking extra good now.
Setting up this approach now from a similar spot to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
How close was that to going down? Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole. Ooh. Big putt for par coming up. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and it's an impressive 5-stroke advantage for our leader. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. One win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. Yeah, he's a smart player, this one. Using that land to his advantage. Clever shot. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
He's currently sitting in first place. Welcome to the 16th hole, the par 3.
Give me a layup number, please. I am not trying to find this green in regulation. I'm trying to lay it up and have a short little pitch shot for my second. Because if I take on this green and I miss it a little right, well, then I'm going to have a 60-yard pitch shot straight up the hill for my next shot. No, thank you. Give me a 4, and I'm happy to go on from there.
And tapping it in for par. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
Ideally, you'd like to challenge the end of this fairway as best possible and leave yourself as short a second shot as you can possibly get into this green that sits across the water from you. Anything left short of that fairway bunker is going to leave a long iron to a small target.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. That's heading for the fairway.
Nice. This one hit the fast lane.
Time for the second shot on the 18th. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Starting this one way out to the left. And now this. To win, and in it goes. Victory for our player. What a performance.
Gotta say, 2 wins on the season, really firing at all cylinders right now. This player is in for a massive year.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
this player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.